have a pickle for crotch.
I have pickles for crotch.
All right, so this is our new segment we're calling Geek Vs Geek, where we decide every few weeks we're going to debate something. Today's a perfect debate of on-demand publishing versus crowdfunding.
Right.
And so we each get 1 minute for an opening remark, 1 minute for rebuttal, and 1 minute for closing arguments. And Jeffrey's going to have to decide. He's going to kind of judge who wins at the end of this day. So I'm going to go ahead and let Pocky make his opening remarks, and then I'll follow.
So you want me to do this a minute each?
A minute each. So
right.
Pocky, you got your
Ready?
minute. Let's see what happens.
Set. Go.
So my thing about open source crowdfunding is we have to remember it is pure marketing at its best and its most genius. Pre-orders and getting the customer to understand your product at its easiest. And this, to me, is why crowdfunding is the greatest, because it's one part marketing and one part getting your brand out there to people to understand who and what you really are. That's all I really have to say.
Well, you did that in a matter of like...
That was only like
20
seconds.
Wow, I'm good.
Right,
Okay.
All right, so here's my opening arguments. Okay?
Go.
I think on-demand publishing, especially when it comes to your creative ideas, is the best way to go, because you are not limited by your social network, and you can actually physically get your copy to play test it to make sure it's okay. When you want to go crowdfunding, you don't really know how it's going to turn out. You don't know how much you're going to get in over your head, because it happened to one of our co-hosts before that got in over their head with crowdfunding. So when you do on-demand, it's no upfront cost. You're not relying on a social network to try to save you, because how many projects have been out there that have not been funded because they don't have a social footprint? They fail, but they might be good ideas. So go with the on-demand like Game Crafter. So you create your storefront, and it's there. They help you promote it. You're good to go, and it's out there. There's no one telling you your project sucks by not funding it.
Okay. Well,
You did that 45 seconds. There you go.
There we go.
So my rebuttal to you.
Go.
So my rebuttal is, you're print on demand, which means you're going to have to go to conventions. You're going to have to go to places to get your game sold. You're going to have to go to gaming stores and do all that. Versus, if you do a Kickstarter, yes, you're right. Part of it is getting your social networking down. But if you're not good at social networking, how are you going to do your print on demand at all? Because you need to get somebody out there to take a bet on a product that they have no experience with at all. At least with the crowdfunding, if it doesn't succeed, you can go back, figure out why it didn't succeed, and try again. Versus having a closet literally full of your game that will never sell. You can easily have your social footprint also be part of conventions. As an example, I saw a game called Random Encounters. These guys went to every gaming conventions they could afford to, and some not do, and they could easily get their social footprint out there bigger and larger. And that allowed them to have a very successful Kickstarter.
Ooh, okay.
I'm disagreeing with you, because you seem to not understand the point of on-demand printing is you don't have no upfront costs. It's printed when someone orders it. You create your storefront. Like, let's take Game Crafter and Lulu, which makes books, for example. Lulu, you can also do ebooks. Look at the entire self-printed stuff on ebooks alone. But I'm looking at Game Crafter. You create your storefront. You get your product. It's there. You can submit to people for reviews. They help you find places to go. You're not relying on a social footprint to be a success. You're relying on the strength of your product to be a success. Anybody can get it. You're not making promises you can't keep. And it's just a much more streamlined, flowing way to get your product made, because you can make copies of it. You can take it around with you, and they will even help you go to conventions. There's a reason why there's this balance between crowdsourcing and this
10 seconds.
But I really think that this is the way to go with on-demand printing.
Good both tie there. It's not bad.
Closing arguments then.
All right, closing arguments. You have 1 minute.
My closing argument is this. You keep talking about the lack of
Closing
social...
arguments, you suck.
You do, but that's the point.
No comment from the other party, please.
So you are...
It's not the
you
elections.
Are forced... You're talking about the lack of social footprint. Lack of social footprint. Everything is social footprint these days. Every movie, everything you do relies on a social footprint and networking of people who want your game or don't want your game. Any game, anything, even down to the AAA games, have a social footprint on their success or on their failure. Yes, if you don't network correctly, your game is going to fail. But that goes for any game, period. Print on demand or Kickstarter. With a Kickstarter, at least when you're making the game, people are buying that game. If you go in over your head and you start doing bad things, that's on you. That's not on the game. That's not on the source. That's you.
10 seconds.
You should make your game and stick to the guns. Anyone who doesn't stick to their guns generally fail or make a product people don't like.
Ooh, that was close.
Yes. Well, I also had a couple of eruptions there for a couple seconds.
And Gavin.
Okay, yes, your social footprint counts as everything, but in Kickstarter, crowdfunding, it is everything. You will fail if you don't have a good product and a good social media aspect. Whereas in on-demand publishing, you are in a store already. People can find you easier. Try finding fun games that you would really like on Kickstarter or Indiegogo. There's not a really good search function outside of just board game. And what you'll see is everything that's being funded, and then all these people's dreams and hopes that are way down here at the bottom because they don't have that social footprint that these really like Fantasy Flight, they don't need to do that, but they do it because it's easy for them. You put your stuff in a storefront where it's easy to find on GameCrafter or on Amazon or on Lulu. You follow your dreams and you don't have anyone telling you you're not worth it because you couldn't raise this money. You have a product that anybody can get, and whether it's success or not, that's fine, but at least it's already made.
10 seconds.
And it's there. On-demand services, the way to go.
Kickstarter services done properly, the best way to go.
Now, you have to decide.
Wow. Okay. You know, I really got to say... Here, I'll give myself a minute. There we go. No, I was kidding. I definitely got to say, I think you have more of the mechanics on how to go about this on the Kickstarters and such, but you have the more strategic way of looking at farther in advance than, you know, what is to come and such. This is a very difficult one because I personally just started getting to Kickstarters and
that was a fun conversation today.
Oh, that was a very fun one. And I honestly, for right now, I say this round is a tie.
You can't say that. You got to pick one. You pansy.
No, I said it. I said it. I am the judge. All right, fine. The gods are audio is upset. I will have to say. Oh my gosh, this is really hard.
No, I like the tie concept.
No, because you don't want to lose.
No, it's fine because it's soccer.
No.
All right. Give me one tagline. One tagline. Give me one quick thing. One quick thing.
Oh, my quick thing is crowdsourcing is easy. I don't know.
Okay, give me your quick thing.
I'm the godfather of Fanboy TV.
Just have a point.
So
you have a beard. You're clean shaven.
Pick, Jeffrey. Pick.
Boobs.
Harley wins.
Harley.
No, you got to pick one of us.
All right, all right. As a judge, I'm definitely gonna have to say I do like your point of views, and I really like your point of views, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pick Gavin here.
I am the champion, my friend.
Until next.
No. You literally intimidated our judge.
Maybe, but until next time, we'll definitely figure this out and get this settled away. So right now, Gavin's won.
Wait. What did you think
Pocky
about
0.
this segment, this Geek vs. Geek segment? Do you want to keep doing it? Because I thought it was pretty fun.
Well, I think we should keep doing it. And
But you have to pick a side.
No,
the
we
judge
were
has
all
to
right,
pick
all
a
right.
side.
Well, you know, this is a little difficult for me. I just started getting a kickstarting, and you know, it's
How about we
very
change out the
interesting.
judges as many?
Well, the contestant judge will be changed every time. But we really want to know what you think of this segment. Let us know in the comments when you see this online.
I think I like this talk of the apocalypse. This makes me amused.
All right.
Mostly, hold on.
We're
I
almost
didn't.
out of time, so
I
we
know.
gotta wrap this up. Be quick.
So my thing is I love people who tell me about the end of the world because I have literally heard about the end of the world since 1901 when I first read about the Carolina.
You weren't alive in 1901.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Vampire?
Yes. So in 1901, there was the Carolina end of the world cult. Literally, in North Carolina, this cult, these people said the end of the world was going to happen in 1901.
My home state.
Right. Guess what? I'm still standing here. I'm standing right here, and the end of the world did happen.
All those tabloids do it every week.